I had been fighting what I thought was a sinus infection over a couple-week period. Finally succumbed. I got short of breath. The next morning when I got to work, of course I work at the fire department, I was going to find my go-to paramedic guy and run by him, what was going on. He said, "You got this really weird cardiac rhythm. I feel like you need to go get it checked out." I said, "Let's go." The ER doc came back and said, "Your white count's like 71,000 and should be way, 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 way less than that." He said, "I feel like I need to admit you so we can figure it out." The hematologist, oncologist said, "You've got leukemia." I said, "Cool." It's just what I wanted to hear. The oncologist said, "You're going to see Dr. Bodiwala. He's the man."
So Mr. Tom Brown, he was diagnosed and sent to us at Sarah Cannon. It turned out that his acute leukemia was an aggressive variant, which meant that the best treatment for him would be to transition to an allogeneic stem cell transplant. In this form of transplant, we treat the recipient with very high doses of chemotherapy and/or radiation.
Started a 7-day chemo regimen. I lost 35 pounds. Kicked my butt.
He received initial leukemia treatment. He achieved what we would consider a morphologic complete remission, and this is followed by the allogeneic transplant to completely eradicate the disease.
He didn't feel like my stem cells were viable. His opinion was that a bone marrow transplant was going to be the direction we needed to go in.
The whole aspect of trying to find a donor, which used to be a huge obstruction in our field, is no longer a big deal because we can now use even partially matched family relatives.
And at that point, me and my brother both said, "What do we need to do?" Both of us went upstairs and got tested. He told me that I was a perfect match.
Just tickles me to death that somebody that close to me was my donor.
I feel like doing the transplant for my dad was what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I don't have any other option. He gave it to me to start with. I gotta give it back at some point.
As of today, I have no cancer cells. Everything is good. In fact, I just got cut loose to finish my recovery at home.
I'm just happy he's feeling good, happy everything's going the right way, and glad he's getting to go home and get back into a normal routine, hopefully.
Immediately when I got here, I felt like I was where I needed to be. Dr. Bodiwala and his staff, it clicked that well.
So here at Sarah Cannon and at TriStar Centennial in Nashville, it is really a triumph of teamwork when we offer the sort of care that we do to our patients.
This is where I wanted to be. I felt like it was the place I needed to be.